Hey, my Brookfields here, and welcome to the Blues Show, Series 3, Episode 3. Thanks to everybody who's left positive comments and emailed. Seems that you're kind of enjoying it, and we'll keep it rolling as much as we can. Please do leave comments and subscribe and share on different platforms. It really motivates me to keep going. So what we've been doing here is we've been writing ahead every week, different key, different tempo, different concept for soloing, and I'll teach you the head and tell you, a brief outline of what I'm doing. And if you want the backing track, please email me. I can send on to the backing track, and you can have a crack at these things yourself. So it's good fun to write a tune every week for you and throw it out there and see. Get a bit of feedback on things, and so it's kind of a win-win. I get to throw out a free lesson, and I get to write a tune, and then you get to check it out, and please let me know how you're getting on. So with this one, I really went for I was actually sat down to write a thing a bit like Trouble No More, like the Allman Brothers kind of thing, but it ended up kind of going off in a completely different direction. And that's pretty common. If you're just getting into songwriting, that's a good way to go, you know, it's just to sit down and try and write a song like, you know, one of your favorite songs, and inevitably it will just kind of steer in a different direction, you know. So the most important thing is just sitting down and trying and sitting down and doing it. It can be rubbish. Allow yourself that. You know, who's it said that, you know, if it's worth doing badly, you know. So I think there's a lot of truth in that. It's okay to just kind of do it, and if it's bad, so what? It's only going to get better. So have fun, and with the backing track and all that kind of stuff if you want it. Now, what was I going to say? Let's check out the riff. So we've got... Now that's pretty tricky. It's a bit like patting your head, rubbing your tummy, trying to get that riff out. It sounds very obvious, but with the fingerings it's actually quite tricky. So I'll just play once through there, so really slow. It's actually quite hard to do slow like that. So in real tempo, it's okay to just vibe it out if you don't quite catch it accurately every time. You know, it's really just giving you that kind of moody blues rock kind of riff. Now the tune is a bit kind of Jeff Becky with all the kind of the bends and stuff. So what I was bending into a lot of flat thirds, a lot of thirds and flat sevenths. So you're getting kind of chord tones, and you're getting the slightly blues notes because you're bending up into those flat sevens and flat thirds and stuff. So it's kind of a good fun way of playing through the changes. So I went... bit of a riff like that, and then I do it again, and then I go do it higher, and then when it goes to the 4 chord, the G, so you're getting these slightly bluesy versions of the flat third and the flat 7 and the third, and then back to the 1 chord. And when it goes to the 5 chord, and then I went up the octave. So it's a kind of a really kind of Jeff Becky almost, isn't it, in the way that the melody is there. Now when it came to soloing, again, I just played D minor all over it. And what I was trying to do was, along the similar lines to the last two, but I was kind of what I call ping-ponging the positions. So I started off in the D form, in the key of D. So this is the minor blues. So I started off playing there, and I allowed myself not to go to the next one, but the next one up again. So I'm alternating. So I miss one out, and then I'm allowed to play the next one. And that's the one that I liken to the train sound. And it's actually the A form. So I'm going from the D form to the A form. And I do that over about 4 bars, and then the next 4 bars I play in the C form up to the G form. So I'm in the C form, up to the G form. So I'm jumping between those two forms for 4 bars, and then the next 4 bars I'm back in the A form, and then I'm going up to the E form. So, and then up to the E form. So you can see I'm snaking up the neck, moving backwards and forwards and gradually getting higher. So then where am I? I'm in the G form. And then I'm back to the D form, but up the octave. And then I'm in the E form. To the C form. And then I think there was just time to do one more when I'm in the D form again. And I get to do the finish off with the A form. It's good practice actually. So you're covering the whole neck there, and you're just alternating, it's actually quite hard to do. The take that I used for the performance at the beginning was actually the first take, because then I did another couple of takes and I kept messing up because I kept forgetting, which form was I in? And I generally just allow myself about 3 takes with these things, and I just go with the best one. So it was funny that it was the first take this time that was, the least well, actually stuck to the concept, the practice concept that I was aiming for. So have a bit of fun with that. And this is episode 3. So yeah, please email me if you want the backing track. And please leave a comment, subscribe, share on different platforms. It really helps to motivate to keep these things going. And I really hope you're doing well out there. And keep it burning.